This is cover 2 credits, and we are back. And today we are doing
a little bit of an extended cut.
A regular cut.
I have
It's
a couple.
not quite extended, but it's not quite short.
That's right. I have 2 topics that I want to bring to Kevin just to conversate with and see what he thinks.
Conversate.
And, listen, I try. And see.
I think you're looking for converse.
Listen, I can say
conversate. Ain't not a word.
Converse is fine. Okay. You know what I meant by conversate, even if it's not a word.
I'm saying, don't get points in Scrabble.
Here you go, spell it anyway.
Oh, shit.
Consider,
Actually, I can spell shit.
Oh,
You
true.
wanna try me?
No, but to digress, first topic.
I can also spell tangent.
Well, between you and I, we definitely know how to spell tangent. First topic. Probably about 6 months ago, ex-basketball player Rick Fox bought a esports team. Gravity. Created Echo Fox is now the name. First athlete to ex-athlete, retired athlete, to kind of get into that game. Now, Kevin and I both play a lot of games. We kind of both track some of the esports stuff.
Not a huge esports guy.
But
it's interesting, but I'm not devout.
For Dota, around the international, you'll pay attention to what's going on a little. I've watched some like competitive Halo stuff in the past, but it's just hit and miss. Neither one of us really watched the competitive league stuff, but it's a huge.
It's interesting.
We know that there.
We are gamers, and it is interesting for gaming overall, and how it affects things and affects the market and the trends and new games coming out and all of that. It plays into each other.
We had a conversation earlier. Is esports going to be considered a legitimate sport? Because after ESPN's
there was a couple big blow-ups they had, and there was a huge one when they played the Heroes of the Storm tournament online on ESPN, and it got huge coverage, and there was a bunch of Twitter people.
This isn't a sport.
You had the for camp and the against camp, and it was a huge thing, and ESPN got a ton of publicity, and Han got a ton of publicity.
But then
not Han, but Heroes of the Storm.
A higher up came out and said
esports
is not a sport.
Yeah, the ESPN guy finally, I don't know, whether it was the vice president or CEO.
Somebody higher up.
One of the big wigs came down and put his foot down and said, this isn't a sport and it sucks and we're never doing this again.
Now, when we both conversated, I'm going to keep doing it. And when we had the prior conversation,
we both said that guy is full of shit, and if there's money in it, ESPN will follow.
And I believe, I'll pull a clip if I have to, that I said within 6 months, ESPN would either have a channel or announce coverage. And I'm pretty sure late January, early February, they announced they will be covering more esports leagues. Now, the conversation I had with Kevin today is the announcement was made yesterday, I believe, that Alex Rodriguez and Shaquille O'Neal just co-purchased another esports team. Now, what your thoughts at all? Rick Fox has the team. Now, you see these guys getting in. Is this going to be the fact that this may bring more legitimacy to things? Or is this going to...
I don't think legitimacy is the right word. I don't understand.
Well, no,
because
think of it as the business side. Fox and these guys are seeing the international where the pool is 18 million total.
It was a lot last year.
And the League of Legends tournament is just as bigger. And they know StarCraft outside of the US is bigger.
Yeah, StarCraft's huge.
And I'm just saying, so it's
not as big as LoL.
But you know what I mean. But they're seeing this and they're realizing we could get in on the ground floor and buy a team. Probably never do anything else other than show up for pictures.
Well, the thing is, though, there's not a ton of money in esports right now.
Well, but see,
especially
it's a contradiction. It's a weirdly thin line. Because one, maybe they know something we don't about ESPN about to cover some kind of a channel.
That is completely possible. I'm not going to say that I've got my ear on the pulse of the esports world, but basically esports teams, they don't make a ton of money
But,
unless you're the king dog of the. Well, it's a little different game now that Twitch has blown up and the YouTube things have blown up. There's a lot more money floating around than there was 5 years ago for esports. Because when the first international was coming out and you had Dindy and Invictus Gaming, you know.
Who are the old dogs now?
The old dogs now. You know, you had the top dogs who were making money, Dindy and Co. And then, but the dudes right under them were fucking broke.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw the free to play. Well, you didn't see it, but
if not, you can. I'm pretty sure it's
on
still on
the Dota thing on Steam, you see Dindy, who is by far one of the greatest video game players on the entire earth, and besides his video games, the dude's a genius at a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, he can dance, he can do the whole thing. He's crazy at a lot of stuff.
Genius and dance, I wouldn't go with that was the first move, but I knew what you meant.
But, like I said, he's multi-talented and the best Dota player on the entire earth. And it shows him playing on a shitty old CRT. In his fucking mom's apartment because his mom's kicking him out because she doesn't want to play video games anymore.
ESPN did like a segment about... I can't think of what team it was. Who won this last year? Who won the international this last year?
Last year?
This year. It was a U.S. team for the first time. LD, I think, is on the team. I'm not sure. Either way.
LG? Was it LG?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Either way, we'll get. I'll put it up here. However, they covered them, and they were talking about. There was one of the guy, Universe, who's now a bigger name. He, I believe it was him, he's like second generation into the U.S., tells his parents, I'm going to do this. His parents are like, whoa. Like,
Point being, the dudes are broke. They are household names on anyone who is online and plays video games. You can ask them who Dindy is or who's the crazy mid-league player that everyone loves.
I have no idea the league.
I don't remember what his name is. But like I said, they're household names. People, you say a name and, I know that dude. Well,
you gotta be in the circle.
These dudes are broke. And they got no money.
Yeah, well,
and they're run down and broke.
But,
and it's ridiculous.
But now with endorsements coming
well, that's the whole thing.
That's the new game. Now it's building.
It's picked up steam now, and especially with Twitch. You've got your hardcore streamers and
that are making money.
The dudes that are just making crazy bank. And now, your pro guys can get in on some of that action. And now, their baseline salaries have definitely improved, but I don't think the money's quite there yet.
You see that a lot with, to me, you'll see a Dendy play on Twitch, or you see some of that. But to me, you're seeing more of that with, like, pro Street Fighter guys that'll get on Twitch, and they have the huge followings and a crap ton of subscribers, and that's what they do when they're not going to tournaments. Now, that's where the angle to me changes, because to me... when there are constant tournaments where, like, to me, and this could be wrong, but I hear about more Street Fighter fighting tournaments than I hear about Dota and League.
Oh, there's a ton of little smaller tournaments. There's a ton of
either way, and I'm not talking about the legitimacy of esports. What I'm saying is, I don't know what to think about these guys getting in and ownership when they are.
Well,
it makes sense if they're doing it now if they think it's going to explode. That makes sense.
And Shaq isn't a dumb guy.
No, and neither is A-Rod.
A-Rod is one of my least favorite individuals.
But he can't be... Okay.
But he's not dumb.
He's made dumb decisions, but he's not an idiot.
He's not an idiot.
No.
And
truthfully, we don't know what they paid. They might have not paid anything for this team.
Especially Shaq. I know Shaq's a pretty smart guy.
Yeah. And especially when it's investment stuff. Neither one of these guys are just going to throw money around. And not that they can't.
Well, that's the thing, is athletes make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And they have it right now. And you see the guys, you see the not so bright athletes with the cars and the houses and
piss it away fast.
And 5 years after they retire, they're fucking broke
you hear about
championship rings.
I believe it's an NBA has the highest level of like players that have retired and within like 5 to 10 years had to declare bankruptcy and things like that because they just run through this money. And I'm not saying that's not in other leagues too, but so that's the reason it recently happened and I thought it doesn't. I'm not surprised by it, but it doesn't.
I don't understand
fit it yet.
I don't understand it.
I'm still saying, and I'll say this again, maybe it's not so far-fetched to think they know something we don't about an upcoming something.
Completely possible.
Yeah, and the team they bought is, I believe, a Counter-Strike and League of Legends team. Mm-hmm. So maybe they're going to expand that to other sports. I don't know about Fox's team. I don't know. I know they played League, but I don't remember if they did Dota also.
Gravity was a Dota team.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know if they're going to expand to other things, but yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was an interesting topic. Until next time.
Thank you for staying till after the credits.